We enter this world innocent, free, and pure. No beliefs, no thoughts, no judgments. We're given a name, told our gender, and what we should like. They say that the first 5 to 6 years are the most crucial. Children are like sponges and will take in and learn what's in their environment. We might not be talking much yet, but we understand with our body and feelings, and we become a product of that environment. We dutifully go to school and are taught how things were in the past and how they should be now. Here the conditioning and programming begins, whether on a conscious or unconscious basis. We're expected to do well on all subjects regardless of what we like or show any passion for. We're taught to read and write, to memorize, and do math. But there's one big thing that's missing. We're not told about our superpowers. We're not told what we have within, that we're source energy. There's no balance of our inner being with our outer being, and there's focus on our weaknesses rather than our strengths. We grow up being told how things are, what to think, and what to do. We need to get good grades to go to college and have a career. We're told we need to be rich to live the good life. Parents want their children to have a better life than they had, or they want them to have the same life. The focus is on what's outside of us, the material things of life. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having material things, but that's not what this is about. So we get the job, maybe the career, maybe get married and have kids, go on a vacation once a year, the American dream. We want to be like everyone else, only better. At some point, frustration sets in. We're doing everything we thought we should, everything we thought we wanted, but the demands outweigh the reward. We have the stuff, but we're not happy. Or maybe we love our job, but the relationships are suffering. If we're honest with ourselves, we'd rather be sailing, to use a popular phrase, or working for ourselves, doing something we love that feels meaningful. But we make choices out of the gate, doing what we thought we wanted. And now we feel stuck. We may not understand yet that everything in life is a double-edged sword, good and bad, with positives and negatives. There's something we'd prefer to do, but we're fearful. Will it support us financially? What will people think? What if I fail? It feels too risky. Better stay with safe and what I know. We don't want to give up our comforts. And now it's too late. We're in too deep, or so we think. Emotions start running high. They're all over the place. We can't get ahead of it. 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We feel misunderstood. We don't fit in. We know there must be something more for us, but our friends and family don't understand. Sometimes we don't understand ourselves. Something doesn't feel right. You start questioning life. What is this all about? Is this what it's meant to be? We're not even aware at this point that our soul is nudging us. You know something is missing, something is off, but what? You begin to take time to ask, why am I here? Why are we here? What is this thing called life on earth? Your friends either don't want to talk about it, dismiss it, or fear the thought. Let's just be happy. You might be feeling lonely, sad, angry, disenchanted. At the same time, we feel bad to ask or don't want to seem to complain. We don't want to seem to appear selfish or ungrateful, but that's not what this is about. We just can't put our finger on it. Things start going wrong, one after another. Some of us at this point have our kundalini awakened and it's moving around, but we don't know what that is either. It can be a very confusing and disturbing time. We're not in a practice or working with a guru, we're in the dark. There are all these knocks at the door, but what do they mean? What should we do? We have a feeling that things are happening for a reason, but we're not sure what the reason is. So we might start on a spiritual path, or at least a path to find the answers. We might start meditation, yoga, or talk therapy. Some go the ayahuasca or hallucinogenic route. We start reading books and delving into the esoteric. We're feeling strange all over, but don't know what it is, and no one has answers, or they might think they do. We carry on dealing with everything as best as we can. Eventually, there might come a knock at the door that's the final straw. A loss, an illness, a trauma, a betrayal, among other things. Your soul has been suffering, and the call has arrived. You find out it's your kundalini or life force energy that's been activated, not knowing anything about a purification process, and you get tossed into the dark night of the soul. This might take some figuring out as well. It's a call to awaken. We've forgotten who we are. We wade through the deep waters of our inner world as all sorts of strange things start happening in our dream life and awake life. We are shown all that's false and brought to face our dragons. We go through the fire and feel cursed, punished, and pissed off. But it's the opposite. We are rescued to be healed, to be reminded. The veil is removed, and we see the false self of ego and all the conditioning. We were wanderers looking for something else we knew was there. We felt it. We were nudged. We began peeling off all that was hiding our true nature. This is all just the beginning. There will be bliss, epiphanies, connection, and increased awareness. Your inner eye is opened, and there's much more to come. Peaks and valleys and everything in between. And so, as always, from my heart to yours, to be continued.